Kuvaavaa on se, että Henri niin kuin haki sitä vauhtikynnystä sillä tavalla, että hän aloitti siitä, että ajettiin niin kovaa kuin auto kulki ja sitten kun se kaatui, niin vähennettiin pikkuhiljaa ja jos se vielä kaatui, niin vielä vähennettiin. Minä olen mennyt sitä niin kuin toisinpäin, että mä olen lisännyt sitä nopeutta siihen saakka, kunnes aletaan olemaan kaatumispisteessä ja hakenut sen niin kuin vähän eri tavalla Henriin nähden. Henrillä oli niin kuin alusta lähtien se, että kaikki tai ei mitään.
Henri pääsi erikoisluvalla mukaan kilpailuihin jo samana vuonna kuin sai ajokortin. Hän hätisteli pian kotimaista kärkeä rallipoluilla, mutta vaikuttavimmat esityksensä hän väläytti ehkä sittenkin ratapuolella, jossa kokeili niin vakioauto. Sopimusta Talbotin kanssa ei vielä kuitenkaan siltä seisomalta tehty. Henrillä arveltiin olevan paremmat näkymät yksityistallin Ford Escortin ohjaimissa ja hän ajoi seuraavalla kaudella Englannin avointa mestaruussarjaa tallikaverinaan Malcolm Wilson. Paras tulos oli Mintex-rallin 3. sija. Vuonna 1980 oli aika sitten kypsä Talbot-sopimuksen allekirjoittamiselle ja niin oli Henkasta tullut tehdaskuljettaja 23-vuotiaana. Heti alkajaisiksi tuli tunturirallista voitto.
Last night wasn't very difficult for me. It was just that I was going to see the battle between Michel Mouton and Vatanen. And Vatanen took the gamble and went off, so that's why I finished second. What about the future? I hope it will always be like this, to get a drive for teams and to have a car.
In 1980, which was the year that Henry won the RAC, in fact, before the start, standing on the steps of the rally headquarters in Bath, and I was wondering what I was going to do the next year because Triumph was stopping, and at that moment Henry walked up the steps and I, just as a casual thing, said hello and do you need a co-driver next year? And he said maybe. We signed the contract in Chester during the RAC in 81. It was Tony Fall said to us, I mean, you're doing 4 or 5 World Championship rallies, and not because I want you to, because I want you to do the British Championship, and I have to give you those, but if I had my way, you wouldn't do them. So I'll remember one of the early stages, we came around some corner on asphalt, and I had to say something like, very long, fast left, tightens, ice on inside at apex was what the ice note people had said, and I mean the first word from Henry halfway around the corner, what does it mean apex? And the special stage isn't really the time to run English lessons.
championship. We won any congratulations 2 years ago. Did you really think you'd win the RAC?
No, I
In 2 years?
No.
You caused a few surprises here. Did you expect to win?
Henri Toivonen otti laskuna 400, Reima 4 ja luokka 17. Kotimaa Härmä.
And I think we were the ones who was really putting the pressure on the others and pass Hanu, and so Audi couldn't do anything with team orders, and we made an absolute flat-out attack, and we clipped a stone, in fact, and ended up with a puncture.
As Toivonen momentarily locks up a front wheel, he's actually fighting a battle to be the first conventional saloon car finisher. In the process, he's forced his way into an excellent third place. For Toivonen, there's a last-minute disappointment to tarnish a fine drive.
You don't seem very happy.
Well, I was lying in third place, and second last stage I went off and lost 8 minutes, so I can't be really happy to myself now.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh dear, what in fact happened then?
Well, there was one fast right corner which was full of gravel, and the car went sideways, and the left rear wheel went off from the road about 20 centimeters, and typical Toivonen luck. I spun 3 times, and okay, just on the junctions, so nothing desperate, but still, you know, when the roads are so slippy, it's difficult to find the distance between the braking, so that makes it interesting, or dangerous actually.
Behind Michel you are?
I feel that about 1.5 minutes.
Do you think you can catch her up tomorrow?
No way. The ladies are too fast nowadays.
So that was quite exceptional, but again the rally went wrong quite soon after that.
Well, we had punched and lost 30 seconds.
Just dropped in second place,
Yeah,
is it?
on the big straight. I don't know what happened, but anyway, on the left corner when we turned. The time is not the problem, but my heart, you know.
Yeah, I know that he thought about the lines a lot, and I don't remember so much that year, but I remember in the Opel Manta, he had practiced the lines so much, and then he said when it came to the rally, really, at absolute full attack, he found it so difficult to hold the lines. But yes, I mean, he was one to really think about the lines through the corners and really practice cutting the corners well and really keeping the speed up. I mean, the thing to remember about all the years that I was with Henry in the Talbot and the Opel is that we always had an inferior car to everyone else, because we were always struggling with certainly no more horsepower and often less horsepower than everybody else, and also with two-wheel drive.
Explain and show us the main characteristics of this new car, please.
Okay, we should open the bonnet, but let's say so that technically the car is just the same than Ascona, except the engine has taken more back, which means that the car is better balanced, and that means that there is better grip. And otherwise, you know, the engine, gearbox, rear axle, springs are the same. One main difference we have done with the manifold, the manifold is now in better angle, which should give more power in the high revs. That is the big testing with the engine this time, but that's
Strong three-car Rothmans Opel team is led by a determined Henri Toivonen, and Toivonen's superlative charge at the head of the field is taking him remorselessly away from... As the roads begin to dry out, so the Opels continue to press home their advantage. Toivonen's startling pace and determined tactics are having the desired effect. At the front of the field, Toivonen continues to dominate proceedings. The Manx International is Britain's fastest rally. The roads are practiced before the event, and top crews know them intimately. But under no pressure at all, the Works Rothmans Opels are taking it comparatively easily. But the two Finns are still managing to put on a spectacular show. Toivonen maintains his comfortable... Today has been very much a matter of match practice for Henri Toivonen. The young Finn has driven faultlessly throughout, crushing the opposition at the outset and then cruising to a copybook victory.
How did Henri react to having Ari Vatanen as a teammate?
I don't remember any bad comment. I mean, of course they kept each other awake, pushed each other along. Yes, I mean, I don't think Henri ever had a great ego problem. I mean, I don't think he needed stage times to prove to him that he was quicker than anybody. Again, it was one of those psychological advantages, I think, if he could appear with a walking stick or his arm in a sling or whatever and then get into the car and beat someone. It was a combination of all the things he liked, a psychological advantage and a bit of showmanship.
After setting fastest time on the first two special stages, Henri Toivonen takes the lead, but he's in trouble on special stage 3. Having hit a wall and reversed out over the debris of dislodged stones, the Porsche has suffered 2 flat rear tyres. Now, at the end of the stage, it won't restart. With these misfortunes costing him 6 minutes, the lead is lost, while Toivonen's charging back into contention with some remarkable stage times in the 300 horsepower Porsche. With that familiar barking exhaust note bouncing and reverberating off the cottages, Toivonen is back to 5th, only 2 minutes 6 seconds behind, remorselessly catching up. Toivonen bringing the rally to life with an electrifying performance. With his earlier engine problems resolved, takes the lead. As they arrive at Waterford, basking in brilliant Easter sunshine, Henri Toivonen and the Rothmans Porsche are the toast of the town. The Sunday run, and with an overnight 4-minute lead boosted to over 6 minutes by Demuth's retirement with engine failure, Henri Toivonen's Porsche looks completely secure. Returning at the end of an idyllic Sunday run held in the rolling countryside around Waterford, the Porsche is still in total control. Particularly tough one for one driver. Henri Toivonen arrives for the restart on crutches after a go-kart accident on Sunday evening in Waterford. At one point, it appeared that he wouldn't be able to drive. But with his ankle and back strapped up, he decides to attempt the long journey back to Belfast. First stage out of Waterford, it's the car and not the driver that succumbs first. The Porsche limps to the end of the stage in desperate trouble. Unaware of the drama, Rothman's team manager Charles Reynolds checks Toivonen's time.
It's very difficult to drive, but I mean it's even more difficult when we have just one gear.
What you mean? Why have you only got one gear, you mean?
Gearbox has problem.
It's a sad blow to the young Finn. And with the gearbox jammed in 4th gear, the Rothmans Porsche can only struggle to its service point. But in the brief servicing time allowed on this event, nothing can be done, and Toivonen's out of the rally.
Okay.
Nascondersi anche nel palo. One of those idiot things driver can do. Just went too fast to the right corner and hit the gravel and lost it.
Do you think that it is possible to put the car?
Arrivé trop vite, Toivonen a juste le temps de mettre sa voiture en tête à queue pour éviter l'accident frontal. Il percute le talus, le choc est d'une violence effroyable. À une semaine du Tour de Corse, Automoto met une nouvelle fois en garde les spectateurs sur la route des rallyes. Et d'ailleurs, la prévention routière a engagé en Corse une campagne d'information sur ce thème. Il y a des normes et des marges à respecter selon les trajectoires et les zones de freinage. Pironen, le navigateur de Toivonen, s'en tire sans mal, mais le pauvre Henri, lui, est dans l'anonymat, il faut bien l'avouer, car le monde des rallyes italiens est alors préoccupé par le sort de Toivonen. Très cher cette sortie de route. Il la paie d'une vertèbre cervicale fracturée et il a frôlé le pire. Quant à sa saison, elle finit là et il est probable qu'on ne reverra plus le bouillant finlandais d'ici la fin de l'année. Automoto lui souhaite bon courage.
J'avais la grippe 5 jours avant le rallye et ça m'a beaucoup fatigué, mais j'ai bien récupéré, maintenant ça va. Vous avez maintenant 2 minutes 45 secondes d'avance. Est-ce que c'est assez? Une seule seconde suffit à la fin d'un rallye, mais je commence à me dire qu'avec cette avance, eh bien, je peux gagner. Vous allez continuer à attaquer, mais je n'ai jamais attaqué dans ce rallye. Toujours calme.
Henri Toivonen, the day's rallying is finished. Have a nice day. Henry, you emerged from the motorhome looking a little tired.
Yeah, I am. I mean, honestly, now we have done more than 4-hour stages. First day, we have done more in the more stage times than on whole Rally of Thousand Lakes. I mean, this is really a murder. With these fast cars, we are having the acceleration from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour, 2.9 seconds. From 0 to 200 kilometers an hour, 9.6. I mean, those slow stages which are 50 or more, to listen to the note, what's the gravel, what's the water, you know, it's unbelievable, you know, there's no brains which can work so hard.
Henry, is this just yourself because you said at the start of the rally that you were not well, or is it affecting the other drivers the same?
Well, everybody I have seen, they agree, and, well, this moment they are really dead. I mean, this is crazy. This is crazy, even everything is going very well, but I mean, if I had troubles, I'm for sure I'm completely finished.
Now, you're leading the rally by over a minute at this moment in time. Any tactics for tomorrow?
I tried to keep the steering wheel on my hands. I think that's the best tactic now.
Just ahead of Kankkunen, third fastest on this first stage, Henri Toivonen. Winner of the RAC, winner of the Monte Carlo, Toivonen was on a hat-trick. Henri Toivonen had moved into second place and he was set to inherit the lead. Toivonen had gone off on stage 4, but the snow had cushioned the impact, one of the few consolations of the Swedish rally. The Swedish wasn't meant to be a rally of attrition, but at the end of the first day, that seemed to be the theme. Salonen out after his charging start, and the new leader, Henri Toivonen, was far from happy with the Lancia.
I don't know, we have some kind of problem with Marco all the time with the car. It's very difficult to drive. I don't know what is different from the practice cars. Okay, we are in the lead, but it's not really, you know, enjoyable to drive because it's sort of difficult, very difficult.
But day 2 and the attrition continues. Casualties come thick and fast. Toivonen, even with the boost turned down on the Lancia, limps out of the first stage. The valve problem spells the end of Toivonen's rally. The chance of a hat-trick is gone.
It seems the exhaust valve has broken and it's impossible to prepare. It's pity because I already put 700 revs down because I wanted to save the engine. Better luck next time. I will join Salonen in the bar, I think.
Andra Lancia-deltan. Han vann RAC-rallyt. Han vann Monte Carlo-rallyt. En vinnartid. Han la sig på andra platsen under dagen bakom Salonen. På sträcka 2 och bröt. Bror Danielssons Subaru stannade på en specialsträcka med motorfil. Henri Toivonen ärvde ledningen efter Salonen. Under sin förarstol har Henri 2 små smycken som han har fått av sina barn på födelsedagen. De är hans lyckobringare. Och så här långt.
Sergio! What was the number?
Toivonen closes on pond, Grand Prix street racing comes to rallying. Toivonen, 25 seconds quicker than anyone else.
Toivonen qui découvrait le Tour de Corse et qui était en train de s'y imposer comme un superbe vainqueur, savait lui comme les autres que la mort était aussi inscrite dans son contrat. Mais ce n'est pas parce que cela fait partie de la règle du jeu que l'on ne doit pas essayer de faire ce qui peut l'être encore pour freiner cette hécatombe. Malgré une mauvaise répartition de freinage et surtout avec Henri Toivonen, impeccable malgré une angine tenace. Toivonen avait frappé un grand coup dès l'épreuve de Zerubia, là où Bettega avait trouvé la mort.
it's a Martini team, you can't, accept anything else than to win.
It's just that I tried first time on this rally and I went immediately into ditch, so I think I'm done.
difficult to win?
With Lancia, no, not easy, not difficult at all.
He's actually being offered some beer by the mechanics, and he suggests it would probably be wiser for him to drink water.
Henri Toivonen have cost Timo the lead, but it hasn't been easy for Toivonen.
It's not easy to drive at all. We are coming like in gravel roads, you know, all right corners sideways, left corners it's understeer. But it's hard driving.
But it's the same for everyone, Henry, isn't it?
I think everybody doesn't have a banana car. Fanta ce n'hai qui dentro da mettere. Fanta. The accident.
True enough, so what can you do about that?
Change the car.